today I'm going to show you how to put a tubeless tire on your rim. Okay, there are a lot of tutorials already online, but still I hear people that have trouble with it, so I'm going to explain as good as possible, like I do it. I'm riding tubeless for 15 years now, and I had some failures too that I learned from my mistakes, so I'm going to try to teach you what I've learned. So for starters, the valve I use, it's AliExpress valve, it's not an expensive one. Previously I had valves that form like the rim, but I had some bad experiences with it, so now I use the cone ones that go into the hole, and actually by tightening them they will seal. In some rims they will come out a lot, in some rims they will fit very nicely, but it doesn't actually matter, so just it's the one I like the most. There is a rubber gasket here. It's very important you don't lose it. So first you take it off. Now you find the right hole in your rim. Okay. And of course it's important to have tape in your rim, but you probably know that. Okay, so I put the gasket on against the rim. It will give some extra pressure, so if there are shocks that the rim will not start leaking. That's what that's for. So okay, something about the tape I maybe should say. Some say do double layer. Most of the times I don't do it. With road trims I sometimes do it, but especially for clients I do it. But I don't have any problems with single layer, so single layer is okay. But what you do is you see the spoke holes. I always go to the second spoke hole next to the valve hole, and then I go around over the valve hole first. So yeah, this is the end, of course, so it's here over the valve core first, then I go around one time, and then I go 2 holes further and I cut it there. Then it fits nicely. So, okay, so I put the valve. Now we take the tire. With the tire, if it's a sunny day, put it in the sun for some time, that the rubber is more flexible. Or if it's really cold, then put it under a warm shower. Then it will make it much easier to put it on. And then you take hand soap. It's not always necessary, but just do it. Hand soap, and you go around the bead and soap it in, so it will easily glide inside of the rim, and then it will click in, hopefully. So some tires are easy, sometimes tires take some work. It's the first time in a lot of years that I use Schwalbe, so I'm not sure yet what it will give. Okay, I'm going to dry my hands. Okay, so then we look at the direction of the tire, and I always do one logo at the other side of the valve. Now it will have the same logo at the valve itself, and then you put in, yeah, you just put it in like you would with inner tube. So one time first. Oh, and because I'm filming. working. It's not working. Okay. Okay, that's it. Then instead of putting your inner inner tube, you just do the second side. I'm not going to do my sealant yet. I first do without sealant. Okay, then we go to the valve. Okay, now I'm. If you have something that fits over here, over the wider part of the valve. Okay, so to get more air in it, it's better if you have the booster pumps, but I don't have it. If you don't have a booster pump, it's easier to remove the core of the valve. And then the first time inflate it without the core, of course the air will go away immediately, but that doesn't matter, it's just to form the tire. So I have a Schrader converter because Schrader has there comes more air through the Schrader of my pump. Okay, so you have the valve core out. Now you put your pump against it. If you have a booster, it's easy. If you have no booster, it's best to use compressor. Then you see the tire will click everywhere, so you put some. You can go to 4 bars or something for a little while, so everything is in its place. The whole bead is where it should be. You check it, then you take your. If it's a new tire, I like to leave it for an hour or so like this before I go further. So you have to be fast. You remove the pump and you instantly put the core there. So it stays inflated, everything will seat. But okay, I'm going to. So I have these little bottles. They are included with Schwalbe Dog Blue, which actually stands NoTubes in an older package. This one is filled for this player. This is a very old bottle. So we remove the core again, and all the air will go out. Okay, turn the tire. We will fill the sealant while the tire is still in place. So we spill as little of the sealant as possible. If we would put the sealant in when we are putting on the tire, it's very difficult to not spill. So we put the core up on again. This core remover that I have is also included with the Dog Blue sealant. It's very nice to have, also to take with you if you're riding, so you can take a spare core. If the core would fail for some reason, then you can replace it. Okay, so and then we inflate the tire again. My pump doesn't fit very good anymore. So because I took the risk of doing it immediately, the tire came loose again. So I'm going to do the first step again. That's my own fault. Okay. I have to be more careful because the sealant is there. Okay. Okay, there we go. It's seated again. So good to 3 bar. Take my cord. Okay. Put the cord snug again. Okay, that. Close the core. Put the gap. Then it's very important to rotate the tire a little bit on one side and on the other side, so the sealant will go around. And then you put it on the desired pressure, and actually some say you have to wait overnight, but once the sealant is in, you rotate it a little bit. Normally it's safe to go right, especially if before the sealant went in, not a lot of air came out when you were waiting for the tire to seal, then it's safe. Okay, so that's it. If you're on a long ride, always take a spare tire to remove the valve. It's sometimes not that easy. This time I can do it by hand, I feel, but take a Leatherman or some other tool with like this, but smaller, so you can easily remove it. Also, the Presta to shredder, always take it with you. If you have a failing tubeless and you have this, probably you can get it fixed in a car store or a car shop or a motorcycle shop. But always take an inner tube with you, or if it's really long rides in deserted places, take 2 inner tubes with you, because you have 2 tires with no inner tubes you can fix. And of course patch kit also. It has a lot of advantages, but still can go wrong too, so make sure you're prepared for it.